Bowl against the New Orleans Saints. Let's get it.
Tonight on EA
Man, we just said
Sports,
McDonald's. I'm weak.
Super Bowl 56.
Let's go, Miami Dolphins in the Super Bowl.
We'll see Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s.
Andrew, don't worry, the Dolphins are going to be in the
Rams and
Super Bowl.
Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've
Yes, in real
constructed
life.
this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you for this one. And Charles, for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under Brian Flores in his third season. 5 wins in 2019, 10 last year, and now an AFC title and a berth in Super Bowl 56.
They've certainly made progress each year he's been the head coach, and this is the best progress of all. Now they have an opportunity to hoist the Lombardi Trophy, and it's been a long time since they've made it this far. Last Super Bowl trip, 1985, lost to San Francisco in Super Bowl 19 at Stanford Stadium. And yes, they do have 2 Super Bowl titles, but they were Super Bowl 7 and 8 back in 1973 and 1974.
Meanwhile, for the New Orleans Saints, quite a series of events led them to this point. You had Drew Brees retired seasons end a year ago, and you think about all the heartbreaking postseason losses that this team went through the last few years, but they pulled it together, CD, and
he's not going to send it because he's scared.
Game for just the second time in franchise history.
And they thought they would have been here multiple times before. You've got to respect this franchise and this organization, though, don't you? Because they've somehow been able to move past all those tough losses. The Minneapolis Miracle, the pass interference no call, going out at home the last 2 years, first in overtime in Minnesota on another controversial play, and then to Tom Brady last year. A resilient bunch, this New Orleans Saints team.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jameis to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Von Miller coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off.
Andrew, I want to go to the NFC right now.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses
Andrew, I want to go to the NFC.
How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Hill to return it.
Will you actually let me go?
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Actually, no, I'm going to just stay. Actually. No, you're not passing John Madden. Never mind. Fuck that.
Tua now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. Play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Okay, bet.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Me? Okay. There's nothing there.
Offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Winston now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
If the Dolphins don't make the Super Bowl, Andrew, I'm going to cry. In real life.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This
no,
one
but
looks
if I don't make the
as
Super
good.
Bowl in Madden,
Watch
I'm
out
cry.
for Hill on the return. Fighting through. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
Nah, bro, I'm
possession
making the
will
Super Bowl.
switch hands 1st and 10.
I know,
So
I'm going to make
Miami
the Super
coming
Bowl,
out for their
trust.
2nd drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations?
Well, I need to win it.
To attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's looking deep for Bell. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Tua. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
Remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Bell going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the 1st quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
48 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
Whoa,
so how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Kamara dancing away at the 35. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. Smith catches left side. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Lucci's asking how you get people injured. You hit sticking.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
No.
Working out of the gun. Winston.
Nope.
Throw left side, got to be taken in.
Why would I have a time limit?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Rosas' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Okay, can you close my door,
so
please?
3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing,
Lucci, what are you talking about?
on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Okay.
Jakeem Grant from his end zone.
As they're throwing the call, are you serious?
If he had simply gone down to a knee at the
As
25.
they're throwing the call, he's okay to keep playing.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And I think he's just getting ready to just start yelling at you, Andrew. Tu de bebecita, tu de bebesota.
Here's Tua. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long
what the
showing
fuck,
up.
Andrew? What did you create Lucci into?
Defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Okay.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Okay.
It's a big play there for Miami.
You can lock my door.
So
I'm too
that
lazy.
changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play.
Yo, Andrew, every time I throw an interception, I'm going to scream your name from now on. Nothing.
Looking to pass.
Nothing. We just don't like you because you know you're too overpowered tonight.
Deep for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately, it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
Because Andrew!
Sanders now to kick this one away.
I know, probably because
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
This nigga just broke audio. I'm weak.
Time again to see Jameis Winston in the Saints offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Why are you yelling my name?
Now Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 59 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Say it with the ER.
Sounds good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I got to do it now or else later.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I know, because I'm not going to scream on the top of my lungs, and then they'll disconnect my internet.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield.
I can't scream like a maniac. Then they're going to think,
are
you dying?
But it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter in the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal.
Okay, now I'm concerned that Tua's doing bad.
This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I threw 3 interceptions, Andrew.
2nd and 12.
I'm bored. That's why.
Now Winston.
Probably because I want to play Madden 19.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good advancing.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Yes!
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Yes.
They'll throw again. Winston. make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Von Miller gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up third down. Here's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game.
No, but he didn't even load up
going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And that's complete to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Like a freaking BBC.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Keep Grant!
Get downfield.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders
not
in the
listen to
Dolphin
Andrew
field
about
goal
that.
unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Do not listen to Andrew about him. Do not listen about that.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well
and
for
Lucci,
them.
it's covered too.
Late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really try to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yo, scream his name. Scream his name,
Up
Lucci.
there, incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
Yo,
Kamara. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The return man is Grant. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Yes!
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How was that?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Andrew,
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Andrew, did you advance it?
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their
play your
drive
game.
started. As they take over here with 11
No,
seconds
play your new
remaining.
game that we're about to play.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock.
Okay, we'll play that.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here, Winston. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So these two, so the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated,
what?
Ready to go for the second half.
This is why Lucci literally almost failed his school year.
30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Yo, Andrew, what the fuck, nigga?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next
Didn't
drive.
say anything about
I think
Mario.
you have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 72 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in
Let's
mind
go.
there. That's
Reach
going to go
the
as
plate.
a loss of 4.
I want to see that. No, fuck.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing, Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Who'd you rather see him play?
Christian
Wiggins
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
It is. That's why you're doing it.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
So wait, do I still have my old players?
Breaking through to get him to the
ground.
ground.
Shit,
It's a
that
loss
fuck.
of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Lucci, nah, play your game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that will be
Come on,
incomplete.
Tyree, catch that.
Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be like, the Miami Dolphins won the Super Bowl. And then I just realized it was just a Madden game.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Tua on 4th down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Wow.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. He'll give this to Bell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This will be caught. It's Waddle. There he goes, left side.
Yeah, it's on.
And he fumbled it. It's
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
in for a Miami touchdown.
Let's see what just happened.
Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Did you not see the fumble?
Now after the touchdown, ready
Jalen Waddle
to kick it
fumbled
away
the ball,
is
and
Sanders.
Tyreek Hill picked it up and 2 for a touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it. And it's a pretty good
I wish
return
he
here,
was
so
about
get this
dumbass
up
up.
to the 29. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly.
I think
in the
we're getting
second
too
half,
spoiled.
they've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
on 2nd and 9. Winston rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
For real?
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Just bring your
Now
Xbox.
on 4th down on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Hill on
Wait,
the return.
you have a 1S or a big ass Xbox like the old one? Oh, that's a pain in the ass. If you have a 1X, it's a lot easier.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll go again with Bell. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First down, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A first down throw for Winston. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Did you suck my dick?
Emmanuel Ogbah able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. On
first down, it's Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I don't like back.
I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little pass.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins are closing in on their 3rd Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Here's Harris to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. This is caught, and so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
So reasons to win against face-on.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston, that's to his running back. It's out.
But which team would Reese be in?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to
Me and
start
Andrew are
this
another one
drive.
making the
Charles,
playoffs.
what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally
I'm telling you, bro, whoever wins against me and Andrew is going to win it all.
And keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But, yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Unless Reese is in the final, then I have
Here's
somewhat.
another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd down and 7.
Suck my feet. Why y'all quiet?
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it with Bell.
Oh, that felt
He
really
will have a
bad. That
first
should be the
down
worst.
here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I hope the Patriots give you. I hope the Patriots give you a challenge.
Back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 98 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Bell. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Saints will have the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad.
In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus."
What are you, Ethan?
Because they think this one is over.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions.
Horny.
For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be, the journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible.
This is what I
but the
want,
accomplishment,
but I know we'll
forever.
Yeah, I wonder where he went to.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.